Hi there, this is mostly for the parents that were unable to attend our meeting on Wednesday about Beaumanor, just for your information. So if you did come to the meeting, don't feel that you have to watch through the video, but feel free if you want just a reminder of any of the messages that we discussed. So first of all, I'd like to take the opportunity just to thank you for taking the time to watch the video, but also to thank you for allowing your children to take part in such a great opportunity. I can say, having been last year, that the children get so much from doing the residential and a lot of life skills that they don't get from being in the classroom. So we really appreciate you being able to give this, allow them to have this opportunity to do a residential in 3-4. So to start with, we've just got some pictures of what Beaumanor Hall is like for those of you that may not have visited before. Now, the actual hall, the children do get to go into, and they have their main meals in the hall. If you can just see this picture just here is where the children eat their evening meals, and they do love it. They love how grand and how amazing the actual hall is. This is so the children stay in cabins whilst they're there. We're not actually camping. Don't think the weather's quite up to that. But the children stay in cabins, and you'll see here some of the accommodation that they stay in. So they will be in bunk beds with their friends, and then they also have a little area where they, if the weather's not great at lunch, they will eat their lunches here, but also where we have our evening drinks. So we'll have a hot chocolate there and a little story, so the teachers will read a story at the in the evening. So just a run through of what happens when they get there. So they get we get met and greeted off the coach by the staff, and we then get taken to our cabins just for the children to settle in a little bit. And their first activity is sort of a treasure hunt orienteering activity. It's just to help the children familiarise themselves with the grounds. Now the grounds are all very secure. They're actually padlocked from the outside, so it's very secure. The children can't get out, and people that are unauthorised can't get in as well. So we kind of just let the children go off and do their orienteering, and we just kind of place ourselves around the ground for as and when they need us. But it's really about developing that independence, and really key is teamwork, working together as a team. So we'll team them up, and it's about them being able to use that communication to do a treasure hunt. And these are some of the other activities that they'll be involved in. So they'll be doing some archery, which has lots of skills that comes with it. Canoeing, they do love the canoeing. Lots of teamwork involved in the canoeing. They also get to do some climbing, so they'll climb up a climbing wall. And then some survival skills, so we do some den building, and then they get to make their own hot chocolate on the fire, and create their own flames with flint, which they always love. So just, I know you've received a list of things to bring with you, but just a little reminder. So they'll need a sleeping bag, pillow, toiletries, towel, nightwear, and underwear. They'll need a torch, just for when they're going to the toilet at night time, but also they have a little activity in the cellars where they play hide and seek, so we let them take their torches down for that. They'll need some indoor shoes, if preferably, just because we ask them to take their wellies off when they come into the cabins, just to keep it nice for them for the 2 nights that they're there. Sun cream, because we never know what the weather's going to be like. And plenty of plastic bags are always great we will take some as a school, but if you can also provide them with some plastic bags, just for, we're heading into quite wet weather now, it looks, and if they do get wet, it's always nice to keep those clothes separate from the dry stuff. Just a reminder, I know it was on the letter, if you can avoid sending them with any snacks, no money, because there's nowhere to spend it, and we also want to avoid the upset of any lost money. Electronics or valuable items, please can they stay at home? Again, it's just to avoid that upset of anything getting lost or damaged, but also it's kind of to help that experience of it being really just immersing them in the outdoors and getting away from those electronics as well. We had a few conversations with parents about contact and whether they can contact their children. Now, the children won't have mobile phones with them, but we will be doing regular updates. We will be sending regular updates to Mrs. Hill or Mrs. Evans, who will then update the Facebook, so that you can keep updated with that. What I will say is no news is good news. So if you hear nothing, it's don't worry, because there's no, nothing's gone wrong or anything, and we're just probably having too much fun. We also, when we're on the trip, obviously our priority is to make sure the children are safe and looked after, but also that they're having fun. So we put all our energy onto that, as opposed to messaging the adults at school to keep parents updated. So we will send a message at least once a day. Also, the staff that are in school are also often teaching staff that are then updating the Facebook. So it might be that you don't hear anything during the hours of 9 to 3 because those staff are in class, but they will get round to updating the Facebook just so you can know they've arrived safely and that they're doing well as well. We'll also try to add some pictures as well so you can see what they're getting up to. Please try to make sure that their bedding is in a waterproof bag as well. If they do take like a little suitcase or a bag, it's always good for their bedding to actually be in that bag. It just avoids it getting wet, especially before they've slept in it, because the children have to carry all their own things, because the adults have got their things as well. So it's just to keep it nice and dry before they sleep in it. So kit for activities, they'll need some tracksuit bottoms, preferably waterproof ones, t-shirt, shorts, sweatshirt and fleece. A waterproof jacket is quite key, just to make sure that they keep nice, as dry as possible, really. Hat, old trainers and wellies. We said in the meeting, please don't bring their very best clothes. I know I won't be taking mine, just as they might be getting very mucky, and like it says, old trainers are probably best to avoid any upset if they get a little bit mucky. Beaumanor provide all of the equipment, so anything for the archery, canoeing and stuff, you don't have to worry about any of that. On to the best bit. So the food is really good quality, actually, what they provide, and they do provide lots of options. So I know some parents have spoke to me about their child not liking certain foods, but there are always lots of options, and they are very aware of the kind of things children like as well. So we shouldn't struggle too much with children not finding something that they enjoy. So in the morning they have a cooked breakfast. Then at lunch they will have a sandwich, cake, fruit and juice, which they would kind of eat as a picnic if it's nice weather, or in their little cabin bit. And then evening meal, there's always lots of options. These won't be all the options every night, but there will be lots of options, and there usually is always sort of some chips, jacket potatoes, lots of range of vegetables and stuff for the children, so lots of choice as well, and always a pudding at the end. So the evening activities, they take part in a murder mystery activity where they get to dress up and kind of role play, a bit of drama, and play the characters in the story. And then they get to go around Beaumanor with their torches, finding clues in the evening. Again, the teachers are kind of placed either with a group or around the grounds to help the kids out. And then we also play hide and seek in the cellars as well. So just for your peace of mind, it's very secure, Beaumanor. The cabin doors actually are alarmed, so the adults turn the alarm on in the evening, and that comes through to our bedrooms, the adults' bedrooms, so that if anyone's trying to get out or get in, we're aware of that. So it's just making sure that nothing can really happen there, making sure it's nice and secure. And then final messages. Everyone by now should have completed a consent form. If children can come to the school hall by 9 o'clock, but before then is great. So if they come to Breakfast Club, they're free to come to Breakfast Club as normal, and then just pop over to the reception where we'll let them into the school hall. And the coach leaves at 9:30 on Wednesday, 5th of October. And the coach should arrive back about 10 to 3. Please, if you can collect the children, it worked really nicely last year. We got the coach to pull up on the main road, and we opened the gates on the Daily Mile track field. So the children just went onto the field, and then we dismissed through those big gates as well. So if you just wait for the children to come off the coach before you take them, just so that we know that they've gone safely with the right adult. So I look forward to spending the 3 days with your children. I'm sure they're going to have lots of fun. I can honestly say, and I know Mr. Neil, who's been lots of times, has echoed this at the meeting and said that there's never been a child that has gone away saying, oh, do you know what, I wish I hadn't done that. They always love it and they get so much from it. So if you have got any additional questions, if you want to catch me at the end of the day, I'm always outside the mobiles. So come and grab me for a chat if you've got anything you want to let me know that you think I need to know, or just a general question. Okay, thank you. Bye.